Okay, so I started this channel with the mind that I was going to record about my running, but not just the good, the bad and the ugly as well. And today, I think, comes under the category of I won't say bad, but not great either. I set off running with the club members, and the pace was a bit hot for me to start with, but I kept it going. And before I knew it, I was just breathing harder than I should have been doing. I was not running at much of a fast pace, to be honest with you, for me. But my heart rate was high, and I was breathing harder than I wanted to be. I wasn't really enjoying the run. But I thought, well, I'll get into it. But cut a long story short, I didn't really get into it. I just felt like I was working too hard, and I was also chasing along all the way. So I've decided that I would let the other club members follow the route, and I would take a bit of a shortcut, basically missing out the Hurstwood section, and wait for them down here at the motorway bridge. So they'll be arriving shortly, I'm assuming, going down the path there, and I will go off up to the car and finish my run here. But what I wanted to say really is, it doesn't matter that I've stopped and left the run. It's making the right decision. It's a case of, like, you need to look after yourself. You need to make sure that you don't, and you know your own body. So today, I pulled it because I felt like I was working too harder than I should have been for this particular run, and if I ran the whole distance at that pace, I was going to hate it, and I don't think it would done me any good, psychologically or physically. I don't blame the members who were running with us today for that at all, either. The pace to set off, etc. It's just, you have good days and you have bad days, and just you can spot it sometimes. I think it's safe. If I was going on this run on my own today, I'd have probably been quite a lot slower, and I'd have probably, I may have got the distance done, I may not have done. I may have decided to change it. Well, that's the option you get when you run your own, isn't it? So what I'm trying to say is, it's not a bad thing to pull it. I've had a good run today, with a chat on the way, and feeling okay about myself. Rather than, I think by now, if I'd have been still running with them, I would have been feeling crap because I can't keep up. So psychologically, it would have knocked me, and also physically, I would have been still struggling. So that's it for me today. See you soon.
Okay, the plan today was to run the 13 Arches route. Now, the 13 Arches is a race that's held by Radcliffe AC, a club that I run with, and later this year they'll be running it. It's what we class as a trail half marathon, and I've wanted to run it for quite some time, so decided to join some of the club members on a recce. We got up early and got out to get it done. So this is the best part of the run, downhill, quite a while now. It comes down from Phillips Park all the way down here, and just keeps going nicely downhill, so I think it's not a bad way to start a run. little bit of a kicker of a hill here, going up to the motorway bridge, as what we know as the Bouncy Bridge. I don't think you can pick it up on the video, but this bridge doesn't half bounce as you run over it, particularly if you get a group of us. It can be quite disconcerting because of the height you're up, but I think it's really fun anyway.
Bouncy bridge.
So we start here on the outward trail now, and it's an old abandoned railway line. It was part of the Beeching Cuts many years ago. Lots of people use this for dog walkers, cyclists, all sorts. And I've run up and down it many times over the years, in different running clubs, etc. And it's a good one if you live in the Radcliffe area. Just run down to the motorway bridge there and back. As you'll see, it's a nice green, fresh air, etc. It was about this point in the run where I realised that I'm not going to be getting into this run. I'm finding it tougher than I should do, but I keep going. Shortly be approaching the Ringley Road Bridge, and one of our members at the time decided to cut his run short here because he's got some big ones to come. But it's also a point where we stopped and restarted. I felt a bit better once we got going, but I think it made me realise even more that it's not going great. Coming down this road, I really wasn't feeling it, and I think I spoke to the members a couple of times about the that I wasn't feeling great. My heart rate seemed to be higher than it should be, and I was just all over the place. So I had the idea at this point, sort of thing, that I'd probably pull it. So as we get along here, I mentioned it, sort of thing, that I might miss out the Hurstwood section and then wait at the bridge, which is exactly what I did. I missed the Hurstwood section out and waited at the bridge for them, sort of thing, and then decided to walk back to the car from there. It was quite a decision for me to make, that, to be honest with you, to cut a run short. I don't often do it, but I am glad I did. Shortly we'll be turning right down what we call the roller coaster, which is a nice little route that goes off the Outward Trail and loops right back round onto the Outward Trail. It's been recently cleared by a group of volunteers, of which I helped with a little bit. The Friends of Outward, they're doing lots of work around here, and it's clearing the balsam and even helping to clear the giant hogweed, which is obviously really good. So hats off to them. And as we climb back out of the roller coaster loop, I think that was where I decided that was it. We stopped and had a quick chat here. Told them that I would cut the run short. The plan was, when they go up to Hurstwood, I would just continue down the Outward Trail, wait at the bridge at the end to see them carry on their way, and I would head off home.
Before we start the season.
Yes. Up here. We're going up here.
Right, I'll see you at the bridge. Have fun.
I'd just like to add here at the end that the other club members that were with us did actually continue on to finish the run. And if you fancy it yourself, there are still places left later this year. Just look on the Radcliffe AC website and you'll find a link there. And I will also include a link in the comments along with a link to the route. At this point also I'd like to give a shout out to Steve, Karma, Ian, Mark and Emma for running with us today and putting up with me and listening to me waffling on. Cheers guys, and I will see you in the next one.